This is Dodging Death with Stephen Williams Jr. and Ryan Paton.
Good morning, fellas.
Morning.
Good morning, Stephen.
It's really too early to be doing this, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's far too early.
Yeah, we say that. It's now 10:30. Still,
It is a Sunday morning as well.
it is
I
a Sunday
know.
morning.
Yeah, but and you suggested the feature today being a wagon wheel spectacular.
Yeah, I did. We didn't have a feature for today. So I was messaging you earlier on, and I said, what do you think about the idea, Operation Wheel Steal, where we try and eat as many wagon wheels as possible in a minute?
Which I was massively sold on the name.
Yeah.
But just time reasons. I mean, you shouldn't have a wagon wheel in the morning, should you really?
Well, you say that. As I was messaging you, I was eating a cinnamon roll.
You eating pastry? No. Never.
I feel like because the cinnamon roll is a pastry, though, it's acceptable.
Oh, do
it's
you
almost
think?
continental to have that as a morning snack.
But do you think there's like a chocolate cut-off time?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Well,
What time? I've had a Twix pre 9 a.m.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
that is. I can't get on board with that.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's.
If it was a bounty. With the coconut change things.
But then, if you had the pan au chocolat,
Yeah, it's
that's
filled with
fine.
chocolate.
That's fine of a morning.
I judge you if you did, though.
What?
Like when we
I just
were
think
in-
it's really disappointing and quite depressing as a cake. As a baked good, a pan au chocolat.
It's like when we were in America, though, and I had a cheeseburger and chips for breakfast at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we went down to the pool one day, and you're floating with a Blue Lagoon cocktail at like 8 a.m.
Tomato sauce around your mouth.
Yeah, but I had a cheeseburger and chips, and then you's got like an omelette with beef, cheese, and some sort of potato,
very
which is the exact
different.
same.
But it's the egg, though. The inclusion of the egg means
yeah.
that it's acceptable as a morning
I
snack.
agree.
So if I was
Or a
on
morning
an
meal.
egg on my cheeseburger, that would have been acceptable.
I don't know. It's still predominantly a burger. I feel like it's got to be an egg dish,
Do you
and then you
think
can add anything into it as long as it remains.
Well, is
an
it
egg dish.
is the actual issue the brioche bun?
Potentially.
The
But-
sesame seed, the issue?
It was not brioche in Ed's diner. It was very much a piece of a loaf, 2 crusts.
An embarrassing thing happened in the coffee shop before coming here, actually. So I thought, I'll pick myself up before recording. And I was editing some photos and then airdropped the photo I'd just done to my phone.
Yeah.
The issue was, it was a photo of me. I was sending to my phone. I was a bit tired. I accidentally sent it to somebody else's phone in the coffee shop. Yeah. So I panicked, saw the rotation go, and it had sent. So now I'm looking around the coffee shop, waiting to see where it's landed.
That man who took a picture of you on the train.
Oh, that was weird. Yeah, on the train yesterday, I had a table seat. Always lovely, a table seat, isn't it? And I'm just listening to music miles away. And suddenly this guy ahead of me, caught my attention. And quite begrudgingly, I took my earphone out. And he went, he said, I've just taken a photo of you.
What?
Yeah, that was his opening gambit. Just taking a photo of you. Do you want it?
Ooh.
Yeah, it was quite menacing.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like this.
No. So I went, oh, all right.
Ooh.
And he dropped it to me. And it was just like a photo of me looking into the distance. Quite a Dutch angle. It was very weird.
Oh, is it a good picture?
Well, it wouldn't be one I'd upload to the Dodging Death Instagram page.
That's give credit.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
it's a
Man on train.
Yeah.
The man on the train, though, might have been a better play than the one we saw. But, yeah, and then the question was, how much appreciation have I got to show this man? Because it's like, oh, thank you so much for this photo.
He's put you in a situation. He deserves no.
If anything, you call the police.
Yeah. As soon as he steps, he's getting off in sandals.
That situation requires no etiquette.
Yeah, it's only
No.
encouraged, that behaviour.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Because he's very clearly in the wrong. He can't keep doing that.
But then again, he did offer me the photo, so that's sort of, had he have taken the photo of me and not mentioned it, that would have been a bit creepy. But because he's very upfront and was like, oh, I've got a photo of you, is that better?
It's very bold behaviour.
It is.
Yeah, the whole thing is
I feel like,
inappropriate.
did it seem as though it was the first time he'd ever done this?
Well, he was like a ninja photo taker because I didn't know it had happened.
Oh.
So I think this is a man of experience.
Yeah, because I think the first time he approached someone, I was like, I've just taken a picture of someone without them knowing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to let them know about this. Like, that must be an odd circumstance.
Yeah.
Like, how do I approach this situation? I also don't like that he thought it was acceptable to get your attention while you had the earphones in. It's very annoying, that.
Oh, it is. There was like a little wave to me.
The earphones are a do not
signal,
disturb.
do not disturb.
Yeah.
It's the sign hanging on your nose. Everyone outside your hotel room.
It's always, sometimes in the gym, people try and when you got your earphones in, people sometimes try and start to
Engage.
chat. Yeah, and it's like a gym-based chat.
Oh,
God.
They're always terrible. You never want those to happen.
That's the reason me and Paul don't go.
Yeah, no,
Just to avoid those chats.
Yeah, and people looking at themselves in the mirror.
Yeah.
That's the most annoying
All that
thing.
flexing. No, thank you.
Yeah, but sometimes you so you listen to music and then you turn and you just see someone like mouthing towards you and you're like, oh, they're talking to me, and then you've got to kind of like remove one earphone, and then it's like if it's just something like, oh, are you using that? Then that's fine, that's oh no, it's okay.
Feel free.
Yeah, and then
Jump
and the earphone goes back in and you move on.
Yeah.
But when it's like someone is trying to engage, it's like they'll start with that, which is a normal opening line. And then you're leading to conversation from that. Then you're like,
trick.
oh
Yeah.
no. And you keep the single headphone hovered. So it's like, I'm ready to put this back in because I don't want this conversation to happen. But people don't realise.
No, they don't get the
like,
hint.
How are you not getting the signal?
Yeah. I was on the train once and someone facing me did the same thing of like catching my eye. So again, begrudgingly took the earphone out. He said, "Is your name Keith?" No. And that was kind of it. We just like looked at each other for a few seconds, and I very slowly popped the earphone back in.
Oh,
but do you think he just says that to everybody and thinks one day,
knew it.
as you were?
Yep, you look like a Keith.
Anyway, how's your week been, fellas?
Been good.
Yeah.
Seen far too much of you too, but
That's never a bad thing.
Yeah. If you're already bored of my shtick, Paul, you're going to love it when I leap into another fashion story right now. Because this week I bought a new pair of trainers.
Oh, honestly, it's Fashionista Corner with you. It really is. We should have a jingle. Oh, Paul, our voiceover man is back.
Oh.
yeah, I know.
Did you hear it on the previous episode?
yeah.
Such unbelievable news that he's returned.
I don't think you should have cracked though into you've given what he wanted.
No. He it's the same fee as it used to be.
Oh, was he cracked?
He came
cracked,
crawling back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's realised that he's attached to a very good thing, despite you, obviously being very tired of us.
Although we would not turn down a breakfast show if a gig's presented. Just saying.
yeah, I could wake up for that, like depending on the fee.
Yeah, I would. I'd make a principal stand that the voiceover guy has to come with us. No
Would
matter.
you?
Yeah. I'd be very, very, very strongly for that.
I feel like our discussing the finances of what we're paying this voiceover man really shouldn't be broadcasted, should it?
We haven't gone into specifics.
No, we haven't. Although
£50
I did
word.
mention it was £20 for those jingles.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, anyway, so you bought some trainers, Ryan?
I have.
Yeah.
So it's I've spoke quite often about my olive pants.
Oh, God, he doesn't have banging on about these olive pants and a chambray. That's all we're getting from you recently.
Better than craft beer though, so let's not complain.
But so I had a pair of grey trainers and a pair of blue trainers. The grey ones actually got a scathing review on Instagram.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
It did?
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Hurt me feelings. But no, it's fine. I'm bothered. So that's inspired me to I need to buy.
Did you notice there was no gag there, Paul? He just had a bit of a go.
Yeah. Yeah, do you notice my eyes welled up as well? Just like a lone tear. Hurt me that. Well, anyway. Yeah, so I thought I'd...
So you had your grey, you had your blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Neither, in my opinion, go with olive.
No,
Do you
again
agree?
though,
Yeah.
it's just such small pickings, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. But so I thought what would go
Yeah.
would be a pair of white trainees. What's your thoughts on
How
this?
do you feel about the white trainers, Paul?
It's a bold move.
It is
Do you
bold.
think?
White trainer, I think it's very much a summer shoe.
I agree.
Well,
You
I
can't wear white
agree.
trainers in the middle of December.
Yeah,
No, you're
I
right.
totally agree. I've not bought a pair of white trainees for years.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I prefer the coloured trainees.
Okay.
Well,
Grey or blue?
yeah, very much grey or blue. I stick to.
Yeah.
But with the olive chino, I thought I'm going to leap back into the white trainee territory.
Okay. It just seems like there's a lot going on now, though.
And
All these colours.
I
You
know.
like Joseph?
Yeah.
Oh, do you think it's too much?
I'd say so. I went to see Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and I knew nothing of the show other than the famous song.
Yeah.
So I'm sat in the audience, and there's a voiceover beforehand that said, "Ladies and gentlemen, please turn off your mobile phones because, as you know, there wasn't any cellular devices in the Old Testament."
Oh,
yeah.
God.
And I suddenly went, "Oh fuck, this is religious. This show." Until then, I didn't know. And the house lights dimmed, and I was stuck. Didn't even have a cannoli to get me through it.
Oh,
Yeah.
which improves every theatre
Every
going
theatre-going
experience.
experience. A friend of mine, Mark, he is a TV warm-up man, and he's driving up and down the country, to wherever the studios are. So quite recently, he said he was in the toilet of a service station. Don't know why this came to him, but he said out of the blue, he went, "I closed my eyes, drew back the curtain, just to see what would happen." And the person in the cubicle next to him went, "Ah."
Oh my God!
Isn't that great?
That's such a bold move.
It is. He said, though, if it got no response, he would have just waited a bit longer. In the toilet. But I'm delighted that the person did it.
Oh, did he then carry on? Because I don't know what the words are after that. Is it not sure? Not
Is it
No,
certain?
to see for certain.
Yeah.
And then any dream.
Yeah.
There used to be a show on either ITV or BBC, and it was so it was like an X Factor,
Yeah.
but it was like an audition for someone to play Joseph.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I remember this.
I
Was
can't
like
think what it was
BBC.
called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
Yeah, it was one of them.
Yeah.
And whenever the pair, so whoever would be voted off stage,
Yeah.
like out
Off the show,
competition,
yeah.
would come down a set of stairs, and as he got to the bottom of the stairs, the remaining Josephs would all take the Technicolor Dreamcoat off them.
Oh,
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
how did you turn that into a sad moment?
Oh,
that is ridiculous.
Really funny. So, you bought the white trailer.
I bought a pair of white trainees.
Yeah.
But so I shopped around for a bit. And
Okay.
I,
Were you looking for a deal?
I was looking for a deal.
Yeah.
I ended up paying actually £75 for the pair,
Where
which
from?
is, from Scott's.
Okay.
But before that, I went to the website Shoe.
I'm aware of shoe.
Yeah, I spelt like SCHUH.
It is, yeah.
which is-
I don't really approve of the spelling.
Yeah. It's
No.
a terrible name, really.
Yeah.
But so I went to Shoe.
Unless, of course, they want to sponsor the show, in which case,
Fantastic.
it's the way shoe should be spelled in real
Yeah,
life.
it looks like it's like a German name or something like that, and then but it's actually it's Shoe, isn't it? It's very clever. It works on so many levels. But anyway, I went on shoe.co.uk.
Yeah.
And I was browsing for the pair of I got a pair of Adidas Samba. Actually.
Okay.
And so
A bit of a classic trainer there.
It is. It's a retro Adidas trainer, which
Yeah.
I'm very much a fan of. Yeah. Anyway, I clicked on the page.
Issue being, of course, the suede doesn't deal well in the
Exactly. Another reason why it's not capable for the winter months.
No.
But as we're now well into spring.
This time of year is terrible though, because you can put a white shoe on thinking, oh, it's a nice day outside.
Yeah.
Within half an hour,
All of a
the
sudden,
white shoe is black and it's pissing down.
April showers.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good
It's
point.
so it
isn't
is a
she
gamble.
a porn star?
So anyway, I clicked on the page and I thought I wanted to see. I'm going to get an idea of the quality of this.
Okay.
The quality of these trainees.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd look.
I wish the listener could see your gesture for quality.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing that. It's kind of like the gesture for money, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I'm rubbing the thumb against the index and the middle finger. That's my mark of quality. Bizarre, really. So I thought I'd take to the reviews to see what other customers that have bought these trainees thought about the shoe.
I thoroughly enjoy reading reviews of anything, really.
Yeah, it's always...
Trainers, though, is a bit of a, like, people can't complain about much, can they, surely? Because
Well, it depends if, like, the sole fell off.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was hoping for something ridiculous.
Yeah, you know, you get holiday reviews, don't you, where people complain that, like, there's, like, a spot of water on the shower when they turned up.
Yeah, the toilets didn't work.
Yeah,
There was a dead body in the closet, you know, that kind of thing.
Like, stupid complaints like that.
Yeah, that
get on with it.
Who cares about that?
How was the buffet?
Yeah, but I encountered a very odd review of these trainees.
Okay.
Which I documented, so I'm gonna.
Well, I just feel like anybody who leaves a review on any website really is a bit mad.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's like a YouTube commenter as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
They're
it is.
always insane.
Yeah.
It takes two, and you're like, why? Why do they feel the need to broadcast this to the public?
Yeah. It's one of those things, I feel like if someone outs themselves as being a commenter, that's like, oh, we are done here. You know, that is us done. Because I met a woman quite recently who was really nice, seemed very normal, but she said a similar thing where suddenly she came out with an absolutely mad comment.
Okay.
You know, it's when people believe things like, you know, the world is flat, or we didn't really land on the moon, you know, or we'd be better out of the EU. You know, that kind of madness comment. Anyway, she told me that her small toe, can predict the weather. What? She said she'd get a little tingle in a small toe if it was going to rain outside.
I think she had gout. Was she eating a block of blue cheese at the time? And some port.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely mad.
Although them type of reviews are mad, we are happy to have reviews and.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
very
good.
good.
That's why he's the producer of the show. So yeah, do leave us a review.
We won't get you on the next show.
No, absolutely
And
not.
it has to be a 5-star review.
Yeah.
Well, only when you click the 5-star option are you able to write a review.
Oh, is that true?
It's true, yeah, of course
do you
it
know
is.
what?
Have you put that setting in place, or is that?
Well, that's just one that I'm hoping that the listener will trust is true.
Yeah.
Your
The naive
propaganda.
listener.
Yeah, do not put that to the test. Although, I guess the benefit of being able to tell by the toe whether it's going to rain outside, you don't wear the suede, do you?
Oh.
That's like your feet warning you of where to go for.
So the review that
Yes.
I encountered on this page that I thought was worthy of inclusion in the podcast.
Okay, I can see your printout here of the review, so I'm excited to hear it.
So here we go.
Here we go.
Nice shoes with laces included. Which,
You'd hope.
yeah, you'd hope that would be.
Unless, of course, you're buying a slipper slide, in which case, forget about it.
with a loafer. I can walk in them, not in.
Oh,
just
no.
the singular N.
Have they put her in apostrophe?
No, I think it's just a typo.
Okay.
I can walk in them, and they go with trousers, hopefully olive.
If I could just say for the purpose of the listener, that's Ryan's addition to the review here.
There's a few of my own little tidbits that I'm including here. This next part is my personal favourite.
Okay.
I wouldn't wear them to sleep in, because that wouldn't be not comfy.
Oh, dear.
weird little thought there. It's like just a bit of verbal diary that he thought. Like, I wouldn't wear any shoes to sleep in. I'm just never comfortable. Back to the review. But they are ideal for wearing as shoes if you don't have other ones.
Oh, God.
God.
Yeah.
See, that doesn't sound like a glowing review. It's like, if this is the best you've got, this will do.
Yeah, if you don't have any other shoes, I mean, you can wear these ones.
Yeah.
Don't wear them to go to bed. Yeah, very, very.
What was the rating she gave the shoes?
I think she gave it a 4.5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think the half a point was because you couldn't wear them in bed?
Yeah, I just imagine a person asleep in a pair of Adidas Sambas like, do you know what? It's just, I can't get into the deep sleep.
Like after a night out when you've had like too much to drink and you wake up fully clothed the next morning, you're like, what a fantastic sleep that was. Adidas Sambas. I'm going to try that tomorrow. Just undies and shoes the next day.
I wish you could review the reviews on these websites.
Yeah.
That'd
I'd give that one a 5, I think.
Would you?
Yeah, superb that. Just a lovely bit of insanity.
Well,
all reviews need a bit of insanity in them, don't they? And I think that sentence, I wouldn't wear them to sleep in because that would be not comfy, just as that lovely insanity.
So was that a review that convinced you to buy them?
Yeah. So I was completely sold on that. Added to basket.
Well, because of this, I feel like Fashionista Corner should be a regular feature now.
A very expensive one for me because I have to buy new clothes.
You've got to do this purchase weekly. Still, though, worth it.
Yeah, the last episode of the month, it's like a round neck t-shirt from Primark. Not much to talk about, but...
Well, our feature can be how long will it take to perish?
How many washes?
How many washes?
This week we went for some wine. Had a little like a dodging death outing for some wine.
I never went I wasn't invited, by the way. So
Yeah, you were elsewhere, Paul.
Yeah, Paul, you're always busy.
You are. You're too busy for my life.
It's made us self-conscious about how much free time we have. You're always busy.
because what was recording this?
I know.
I know. For the previous episode, what were you doing?
I was in the safari park.
Oh.
That's where I was.
The interesting thing about that, we normally record at like 7 at night. Safari park in the dark.
I can't see a thing.
I went to bingo in the night, so
Oh, your schedule is baffling to me, Paul.
A safari park and bingo out, and what a day.
So yeah, you and I, Ryan, went for a lovely wine evening.
Yep.
The reason we went mostly was because there's a bar, Paul, in Liverpool.
Yeah.
That does apparently hangover-free wine.
And does it work?
Well, we thought we'll put this to a proper test here. So we had quite a decent amount of wine.
We did.
Lovely evening.
It was fantastic.
So I don't know if you were the same, Ryan, but I woke up the next day feeling awful.
Oh yeah, I was. I did not feel great.
No.
I had a very sore head. I was in a mood.
But we went purely for the novelty. The thing is, though, the bar doesn't really care because the next day they've had the money.
Yeah.
But it's just like a scam, isn't it? Because
It's a scam.
they tell you that it's hangover-free wine, so you think you get another bottle.
You get another bottle, goes, I'll
the
feel fine
effects.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's correct.
What's the consequences? There is.
Yeah,
exactly.
isn't any?
Yeah.
I can go straight to work.
I drive home.
Shall we go into the feature?
We shall.
Because you have got this. You've kind of reveled in the idea of hosting these features, Ryan.
I have. I feel like I get more into it each week.
Can I say he might be reveling in it, but he complained all the way in the car that he was
Oh,
up
I've
at
done so
9
much
o'clock
work on
right now. Ooh.
Well, because this week's feature,
Go
I
on.
should say, is inspired by a near-death experience I had.
But you had.
Did you dodge death?
I dodged death very, very nearly, though.
How?
You nearly dodged death, or you did dodge death?
Oh no! So I was very close to death. I was on the cusp of death.
Because if you nearly dodged death, then you'd be dead.
No, I dodged death.
No, but you said you said.
So
you...
anyway, you dodged
I narrowly dodged death, should I say?
Well, tell us the story, we'll decide.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I narrowly avoided death this week.
Okay.
And this is your response to it. No sympathy. Oh, you okay? What happened? It's you're pedantically having a go at my wording. God. So I was walking around the city centre.
Yeah.
What's funny is that after your terrible driving, you've nearly died walking.
So I was walking around the city centre
Yes.
with a friend that wasn't either of you.
Oh, he's got
thankfully.
other friends.
I'm a bit offended.
Yeah, yeah.
Could anybody else see this friend?
It's called Fred.
He exists. He lives by my hands.
The worst excuse in history.
Yeah, you wouldn't know them because you've never been around there. So I was walking around the city centre.
Yeah.
We were chatting.
Okay. You and Sam, your spirit friend.
Yes, me and Sam were chatting.
Yeah.
As we were, walking around the city centre.
Okay.
The conversation turned to Janet Street Porter.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how. And I made a remark. I posed the question: Janet Street Porter, true bitch or real honey? As I said that, right, I don't know what to say, 'cause that's it. I stepped into the road and a Ford Fiesta came steaming down and had to swerve around
Oh my
me.
God.
And it, literally, if it would have hit me, I'd have been dead. And then I thought, that would have been my final words. Janet Street Porter, true bitch or real honey. I was like, that. I don't want to go out saying that. That's my last impression on earth, is an obscure question about Janet Street Porter. Now, it only happened 2 days ago. I can't remember why on
That is
earth
absolutely mad.
That mad comment came to my mind.
Well, the weird thing as well, I think the answer is quite universal.
Yeah, I get no idea the context of
I feel
it.
like in the funeral, everyone would go, well, clearly, why do you even present this question?
So not only was it a ridiculous thing to say, it was also completely futile. It was pointless.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So is the feature to try and solve that question?
Well, it was going to be, but I feel like I'm going to have to move on to something else now, because although that's be very short. We're wrapping this episode up very quick this week. No, so that got me thinking. It got me thinking about legacy.
Okay.
About your final moments.
Yeah, keep it light, Ryan.
How people exit this earth.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Bit dire.
It is.
Oh, I thought it was creating a bit of atmosphere.
Okay, well, just tell us what the feature is.
So I was looking into iconic celebrities' final moments.
Oh, okay.
And what was the final thing they said before they passed away?
Famous final words.
Famous final words.
I enjoy this.
Ooh. So I thought we could turn this into the features today. So I would ask you, I would say a quote and then present you 3 celebrities, and you've got to guess which celebrity said the quote.
Okay.
In this feature, I like to call the Last Will-iams and Testament.
Oh, very good. Bringing
it back to the name inclusion.
Oh, I'm pleased you finally got something that really works in my name.
And I also think that would sound great in the voice.
In our man's voice.
Yeah, it's got that great.
Rick is going to do an excellent job of this.
Oh yeah, that moody atmosphere.
Oh yes.
I'm looking forward to having a feature which includes my name and not along with Hitler's.
We can't guarantee this.
Before you get into the feature, do you remember the restaurant that was in Liverpool called Death Row Diner?
Oh yeah.
So
it was terrible.
Oh God, yeah, the food was
massively overpriced.
really
Yeah.
shocking.
I think it was
but
$17.95 for a burger
well,
without the chips, and then the chips were all loaded fries, which is an additional £6 on top of that. Anyway,
so the concept of Death Row Diner was that you could order a person's name, and it would be that inmate's last meal.
Was it?
Well, you're both looking at me blankly. You were both there.
I know. I don't remember. I thought it was just like.
I thought it was novel. It was novel. It was definitely novelty based.
Yeah, I remember
inside.
like the there was like a cage. There was a few cages.
Cages,
around,
very
wasn't
grey interior.
Yeah, it was.
The food came on like a tray, like a service tray.
No 4G because it was downstairs.
It was in like a bunker.
Yeah.
That was the most horrific part about it, wasn't it? That?
Yeah, and there wasn't an easily accessible Wi-Fi code.
No.
Because in those places, the Wi-Fi code should be displayed.
Oh, it should be prominent.
I don't think if I owned a bar, I would make it so that there was no phone signal in there.
Yeah, but you're an old man, Paul.
Oh, why do you need to be on your phone when you're out with friends?
No,
Joe,
I
I agree with
I do
that.
agree.
I do agree.
You shouldn't. Especially if you're going for food as well.
Yeah, it
You shouldn't have a phone at
So
the food,
I do
at the
agree.
dinner table.
But I think if I had one, I think it'd be a bar. It'd be front and center. Would be the Wi-Fi access code.
You'd have lots of USB charging ports.
No.
And you'd have a very prominent Wi-Fi code.
to encourage the solo visitor.
Not a fan.
Oh,
Fair enough.
You could have a solo room where just like people who were drinking on their own. Just,
A solitary confinement.
but then
No,
they
you
could
go in there.
they could make friends and then leave the Wi-Fi room and come into the proper.
You weirdo on your own. You go in the other room.
There's 4 padded walls.
No pals coming in here.
See, at the same time, though, sometimes having a phone can, like, continue the conversation sometimes. It can springboard into a chat.
The research.
Yeah. How often are you on yours to verify our quotes?
Not often anymore.
Oh.
Originally I was, but
Google Janet Street Porter, true honey or real bitch.
I was on a ship recently for 2 weeks, the same ship for 2 weeks. And the Wi-Fi can be pretty expensive on some ships, so often you just don't get it.
Okay.
So whoever you're with, the other performers, so you end up just making banal conversation with other performers for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So towards the end, you've exhausted your, you've exhausted the topics really. So quite recently, towards the end of 2 weeks, someone said to me, "What is the favourite ocean you've sailed through?"
Oh.
And I was like, this is what we've come to now. What is your favourite ocean?
Yeah, there's not much chat.
the Atlantic was quite blue.
If we ever get to that point on Dodge and Death, we know to wrap it up. It's over.
But the Pacific was very wet.
Yeah, especially because me and Paul have no ocean chat at all.
I've been across the Mersey, which is definitely not blue either.
Oh, absolutely not. Okay, so shall we go into the feature?
We shall. So here we go with The Last Will-iams and Testament.
Very good.
The Last Will-iams and Testament.
So these are the famous reported last words of iconic celebrities.
Okay.
Here we go with number 1. I should never have switched from scotch to martinis.
Oh.
Good line, isn't it?
It is a good line, that.
Is that A, James Cagney,
Yeah.
B, Cary Grant, or is it C, Humphrey Bogart?
Was Humphrey Bogart Eurovision Song Contest entrant?
No.
Humphrey Bogart is one of the most iconic Hollywood stars of all time.
Engelbert Humperdinck, on the other hand.
That's the one.
Humphrey Bogart, Engelbert Humperdinck confusion. Unbelievable.
I feel like, Paul, you don't recognise any of these names.
I don't. I'm not a film fan, so
Yeah, they're all very big stars.
Very
of
big stars.
The 30s, 40s, and 50s. And
now.
and-
I was born in the 90s, so maybe that's why I don't recognise them. I'm a 90s baby. If my granddad's listening.
No,
might have an idea.
the listeners will know all these. As
I
well.
would
They're
think
all
so.
Very famous figures.
So Hannah asked me the other day because she didn't have a clue what chambray was.
Oh.
Tell us to watch This Week with Michael Portillo.
Or to come for a drink with us next week.
Yeah, she'll see my chambray shirt, olive pants, and white trainers combo.
Yes,
And they can review those trainers out of 5.
Are they good to sleep in? Hey, what? They look like get a good night's sleep in those.
Yeah, so Steve, I'm going to be no use during this round.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
this part of the round.
The round 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, give me the 3 again.
So
There was Engelbert Humperdinck.
So the quote was, I should never have switched from scotch to martinis.
Yep.
And the options were A, James Cagney, B, Cary Grant, or C, Humphrey Bogart.
You know what? I really don't know. I am going to say Humphrey Bogart.
You know, C, Humphrey Bogart?
Yes.
Correct.
Oh!
That was a reported last line of Humphrey Bogart.
Oh, you
which,
see.
of course, he'd go out saying something unbelievably cool. He is honestly the coolest movie star ever, Humphrey Bogart. Plays all the private eyes in the 40s.
See, after that-
Philip Marlowe.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, it's good, that.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. He wasn't going to go out saying a Janet Street Porter line. The Bogart.
Do you think you're going to, plan your final line?
Well,
I hope I can do. I hope I have
The option to?
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like it's looking
Not hit by a full focus.
so Janet Street Porter. As long as I don't mention one of the loose women. I think I'll be happy. And I often talk about loose women as well, so it's very likely that could be my final line. Colleen Nolan. Are you ready for quote number 2?
I often think, actually, the song I'm listening to, when they like find my body there, they might have a look at what song I was listening to play at the funeral,
yeah.
and some of them are going to be so embarrassing when that comes up.
Disney soundtrack.
Mulan. Unfortunately, it's Donny Osmond who sings in Mulan as well.
Oh, is it?
It is, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's not Mulan. But yeah, I don't want Donny Osmond playing at my funeral. So yeah, round 2.
So ready for quote number 2?
Yes.
So here we go. So Blank gave instructions to his wife as his last words. Remember, honey, don't forget what I told you. Put in my coffin a deck of cards, a mashy niblick, and a pretty blonde. A mashy niblick is a golf club.
Oh, thank you.
yeah,
I was gonna.
I thought it was like a cake, because if it was, and apart from the pretty blonde, I thought that could have been steak.
But I feel like, Paul, you're again not going to be much help with this one, because the options are A, was it Jerry Lewis?
Okay.
B, Chico Marx, or C, Johnny Carson?
Oh.
I'm guessing Chico Mark isn't Chico from X Factor.
No. Oh, but a funny thing, actually, based on Chico.
Go on.
When Chico had a heart attack recently, didn't he? And
Okay.
but
You said this was a funny thing.
yeah, no, but Chico, fortunately, thank God, survived the heart attack, and he's back. He's fit and well again.
Bigger
now.
than ever.
Yeah, but Chico, when he's given an interview about this,
Yeah.
Chico said. This is fantastic. He literally thought it was Chico's time. Chico's commitment to the gag there is just unbelievable. He was having a heart attack and referenced his own song. Unbelievable.
It's much better than our commitment to saying dodging death, which we've said like 3 times now in 12 podcasts.
Oh, fair play, Chico.
Oh,
That is
yeah,
good.
Chico there, just managing to see the humour of that obviously awful situation.
That is good.
One of many reasons why
You're a big fan of
Chico
Chico.
is one of the pop culture icons of our time.
The holiday park I worked in, where I wore the chambray shirt,
Yeah.
a yellow waistcoat, hired Chico to perform.
Really?
What do you think Chico's going rate as?
Oh,
Again, should we be discussing this on...
I think it's fine.
yeah, I reckon £750.
£2,000.
What?
For an hour?
£2,000 for an hour. I'd say this is what, maybe 7 years ago though, so it's a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
That's probably when he was at his pump.
peak.
Yeah. I think now Chico might be a personal trainer, so I don't
Oh,
think,
really?
unless you're charging £2,000 for a session with him.
Did you say at his pump there, Paul?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Is that a...
That's not a thing.
Is it not?
It is.
At his pump.
In his pump.
Pump in
I
his
mean, in his prime,
pump.
like
In his pump.
In his prime. I don't think in his pump is a thing.
Pump's a word. I don't know what. Pump's definitely a word.
All right, Google in his pump, Paul.
Okay. I'm
There's lots
convinced,
of
yeah.
pump just being
Pump.
pump and pause being said so many times here.
So, we are in his pump. It's an informal term at a time when someone was most successful or popular. Today, his game was reminiscent of that of Pele in his pump.
Oh.
Pump and circumstance. I feel like we said pump that many times, though that pump no longer is a word. It's stopped making sense.
I'm quite
now.
addicted to saying it now, though. I was want to say pump.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take back my scoffing then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Something which I never enjoyed.
So when Chico was in his pump.
Yeah. So
Hello.
£2,000 in his pump.
Back to quote number 2.
$450, I reckon you can get him for now. Should we get him on the show?
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like that.
It's like Wagner makes personal appearances, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I actually seen Wagner at a christening in Kirby.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
He was in a pub. Yeah, and Wagner came and done a show and like sex bomb and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Everyone went crazy.
Oh my! I bet he brings
yeah.
the house.
Yeah,
down.
it was like Elvis had just walked in. And it was Wagner. It was like, oh my god! People standing on chairs crying.
That was just Ryan. Do you know how much he charged?
Oh no, I don't. He used to. I know Wagner used to post. You can hire him to.
Do you like videos and stuff?
Yeah, on
you still
Instagram.
can. You still can.
And
I think it's a tenner a go.
Yeah. I thought it was a tenner. So
Yeah.
not too expensive.
No.
You get Wagner to introduce a feature on the show.
In fact, without going into how much our guy charges, it'd be cheaper to get Wagner to do it.
Oh, we should get Wagner to introduce one.
You know what? Let's do it.
Feature.
That is
yeah,
funny.
that'd be good.
Yeah. Should we also have a feature? How much do niche celebrities charge? We want Anthony Worrell Thompson to turn up and make us a stir fry. How much is it going to cost? Okay, round two.
Round two. So, shall I give you the quote again?
Oh, yeah, because I've totally forgotten what it was.
I thought so.
I'd even forgot you said a quote.
yeah. We're still in the feature, by the way. The last Will-iams and Testament.
Uh-huh.
So quote number 2
Yeah.
was, so this was instructions to his wife as his last words.
Okay.
And he says, remember, honey, don't forget what I told you. Put in my coffin a deck of cards, a mashy niblick, and a pretty blonde.
Okay, and the options were?
A, Jerry Lewis. B, Chico Marx. C, Johnny Carson.
I know Johnny Carson was a big golfer.
Oh.
So I am going to say Carson.
Good logic.
Yep.
It's incorrect.
Oh, no.
It is B, Chico Marx. of the
Oh,
Marx Brothers.
no. You know what's difficult about this game, actually? There's no way I could possibly have known these things, so it's totally a stab in the dark.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know the people, never mind. Like, what their last quote would
You're
be.
out of it over there,
Yeah.
Paul.
I'm looking for my
These
fact.
people
My
are
fact.
all very famous.
No, they actually are. Let's go for round 3.
So here we go with quote number 3. Just before he died, Blank told his nurse he would like to go skiing. The nurse said, "Are you a skier?" And he replied, "I'm not, but I'd rather be doing anything than this."
Oh, that's good.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. What are the options?
So option A is
Yep.
is that Charlie Chaplin?
Okay.
Option B is it Buster Keaton?
Yep.
Or is it option C Stan Laurel?
Oh.
Yeah, you
Again.
do not know any of them.
I've
You
heard of people,
They're all like
but I've never.
If we were to show you the photos, do you think you'd know?
No.
really.
I wouldn't be able to identify. I wouldn't be able to say that's him. That's him.
That
that's
is
him.
crazy.
Surely you
to
must
me.
know Charlie Chaplin and Stan
I've
Laurel.
heard
Stan
the
Laurel.
name, but I
Yeah.
don't. No.
No?
Laurel and Hardy. No.
Yeah.
He's one half Laurel and Hardy.
Oh, finally, I got one right. I win the feature.
I mean, that's not the quiz, but
Do you know Stan Laurel?
Charlie Chaplin.
He had like a Hitler-esque moustache.
No. What's he been? What's he been in?
The
I've
kids.
heard. I have heard
Yeah.
of the name. I
Yeah.
have heard the name.
The Gold Rush. Loads.
He's been in Charlie Chaplin movies.
yeah.
Anyway,
idea.
I am going to say, stab in the dark, Stan Laurel.
Correct.
Ah,
That's
yes.
Stan Laurel's famous words. I think that's a great gag to go
That's
out on,
great.
isn't it? Like
That
that
is
is
great.
that is so fitting.
That's in the character.
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
Stan Laurel said something hilarious. Like a really funny line.
I always think if I was on my deathbed, I'd want to say a killer line and then switch off the machine as no one's looking. You know?
Yeah, because you probably feel that you're approaching death. It's your
Yeah.
last moment. So you're like, if you had prepared a gag, it's like, okay, now's the time to deliver it.
Killer
So-
line, peak, and then I'm out.
Yeah, you want to die on the laugh, don't you? Like you don't want it to finish, and then you kind of like. Oh, I feel my heartbeat slowing down. Have you hearing it?
No, I want to see people bent over with laughter.
Yeah,
and then as the head's down, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, you've got to leave on
Give
the
me
high of
switch.
it. A fantastic epitaph, so not final words.
Yeah.
Is do you remember Spike Milligan?
Yes.
On his gravestone, he's got the words, "I told you I was ill."
Oh, that is good.
That's great, isn't
No,
it?
that's great. Is there another round? Is that it?
No, that's it. That's the end of
excellent
the
feature, that,
last
Brian.
Will-iams and Testament.
Yeah, that's very good.
I think you got 2 out of 3, was it?
2 out of 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So 2 out of 3, bad.
So we like to end the show on a fact every week. And Paul, you complained the last time you were on that I gave you no prior warning. So
Yeah.
did you remember this time?
I
did.
I have come prepared with a fact today.
Okay. Well, I will kick things off.
Go on.
Now, did you know a gaggle of flamingos. So, en masse. They are called flamboyants.
Oh. Do you mean a flamboyance of flamingos is called a flamboyance?
Yeah, I do, but I feel like if I said that first, it would have given away the fact.
That's very true, actually.
Yes,
Flamboyance of flamingos is the most steep fact ever.
Yeah.
they are my people, the flamingos.
Are they your spirit animal, would you say?
Oh, I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
That or the peacock.
Well, peacocks, as we discussed in an earlier episode, are quite vicious.
Yeah, they are.
Which I don't think you've got a violent side.
I don't think so.
Which I've not seen in 15 years anyway.
No,
so, yeah.
no. Actually, when you think about it, a peacock is quite like Joseph again, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Those lovely tail feathers.
Has Joseph got an angry side, though?
Well, I didn't make much attention to the show, so I don't know.
I don't remember that scene.
Do you think
Joseph has a bar fight?
Yeah.
Because someone skits his coat.
Do you think if I went over to a flamboyance of flamingos and went, I closed my eyes, do you reckon they'd join in?
I feel like you've used this whole episode as like an audition for you trying to get a singing job.
Yeah, this is a musical that you've already written, and you're pitching to us now to see what our reaction is. So the main character, he goes to a flamboyance of flamingos. They launch into a musical theatre routine. There's lots of swaying. What are your thoughts?
So I'm a big fan of that fact.
Mm-hmm.
You can have that one, fellas. Feel free to use that during the week and work and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, my one, I did come prepared this week. I don't know how I found it or where it come about. Can't remember now.
Okay, I hope it was a reputable source.
I have Googled it to check it. And a lot of it's aimed at Ryan's dislike of the monarchy. I'm sure the Queen isn't listening, so
I don't know. She's now on Instagram.
She is?
Yeah.
Do you follow her?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
no.
He must not have listened, Ryan, to our episode.
Oh, what was this? Has it aired yet, though, or is it a...
Paul, you're giving away the theatre of the pre-record here, Paul.
Paul, yes, it has. People know that we pre-record.
Oh, just get on with it, Paul.
Okay. So Ryan's hatred of the Queen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you probably gathered from from previous shows, we are quite a left-wing group of youngsters. I'd say.
Youngsters.
more middle-aged now.
We're a quarter of a century now, all of us.
I'm 27 next year.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrifying, isn't it?
But anyway, so the world's primary landowner is Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Our Queen.
Yeah.
She is Queen of 32 countries, head of a Commonwealth of 54 countries, and in which a quarter of the world's population lives, and the legal owner of about 6.6 billion acres of land.
Oh my God.
Which covered
that's
1/6 of the Earth's land surface.
So the Queen is the legal owner of 1/6 of the Earth.
Of the world.
That is
hell.
absolutely unbelievable.
The bloody monarchy, eh?
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
And the air you've used, right?
No words. I've got no words. I feel like you had to go at me for being preachy about Tim Martin. So
No, we agree with the Tim Martin, disapproval, but this may not be the forum for it.
fair enough.
But we could advise our listeners not to go to Wetherspoons. Have you got a fact, right?
Although Curry Club on a Thursday.
Have you got a
bloody
fact,
No,
Ryan?
Paul.
£2 Bud Light.
No.
They do have a selection of craft beer as well in Wetherspoons, don't they?
They do, but it's no excuses. Even craft beer can't swing me around with Tim Martin.
no.
Yeah, that's how strongly I feel.
Yeah.
Normally, I would swoon for craft beer.
No, you would.
Yeah. Not this.
Morals would kind of be ushered aside, wouldn't they, normally? But yeah, not in the case of Tim Martin.
Exactly. I do have a fact this week.
Okay.
Well, it's not necessarily a fact. It's more a concept.
Oh, he gives us these things,
God.
Paul, where he waxes lyrical about I spy, and it's not actually a fact.
No, but it's a discovery. I feel like that's the point of the feature. It doesn't have to be limited.
Introduce us to new
the-
things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what I discovered
Much like the
this week-
flamboyance of flamingos.
Have you ever heard of something called the Mandela effect?
I have not, no.
So this is fascinating. This is actually fascinating.
Okay.
By the way, Ryan has actually been fascinated by this. For like the last 10 minutes, he's been looking at his phone and smiling.
No, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's an unexplained phenomenon
Okay.
that people experience, where it's as though they, like, millions of people believe that they've seen something, but it didn't actually exist.
Right.
So it's called the Mandela effect because loads of people in the 80s believed that they witnessed Nelson Mandela's funeral. But
but of course.
yeah,
see,
but Nelson Mandela didn't die until 2013, I think. So,
oh,
yeah.
so the phenomenon is that en masse people believe something happened.
Yeah, so it's something that they think happens, and millions of people share this same memory, but it didn't happen. It's a false memory. It's just like
absolutely
something
bizarre.
about like the culture of the time, or the way things presented. It creates this idea in our head, and the way
And
that
they
we
are convinced that they saw the funeral
So
happen.
there's people out there who will now still believe that they saw that funeral.
They watched
Well, yeah,
even
but
though
no,
they know
it's
he
like,
died.
probably not. But like, so like, they probably won't think not now.
It's not like a
because
conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
That's when they actually died. It was like they go, oh, I'm sure I remember watching that on like on the CNN news or something like that.
So say you were talking in like the 90s,
Yeah.
and you were talking about Nelson Mandela. You've gone, oh, he's dead. I watched the
Yeah,
funeral.
I watched the funeral.
Yeah, because I think
Yeah.
it's because he was released from prison in the 80s, and obviously that was like a
That was the big
huge
thing,
world
yeah.
news story.
Yeah.
So people, and the way that must have been portrayed on the news must have gave the impression
Ah.
as though it was it could have been that he died or something like that.
You know
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
to be fair, that is fascinating.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Is it a common thing that happened like other...
So there's loads of other examples of it. So one it's an interesting one.
Yeah.
So do you know the game Monopoly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the Monopoly man?
Yeah.
He's called Uncle Pennybags.
Oh, know that.
How would you describe what he looks like?
So, top hat, moustache, suit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Stick.
Does he have a stick?
He does have a stick. Anything else? Use
monocle.
Monocle.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone thinks that Uncle Pennybags had a monocle.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Doesn't he?
Yeah. That's an example of the Mandela effect.
Oh.
Does he look a little bit like the Pringles man?
He looks a bit like the Pringles man, and a bit like Colonel Sanders.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, he does look a lot like the Pringles man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is this the Mandela effect?
Maybe
though?
he used all that hotel fortune to go to the crisp industry.
Yeah. Another example of it is the iconic line that ends. The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Is, so the Star Wars film when Darth Vader reveals,
I am
it's,
your father.
I am your father.
yeah, but what's the full line?
Luke, I am your father.
No, it's not.
Oh.
No, I am your father.
Oh.
But everyone, when you remember that line, I remember him saying, "Luke, I am your father."
I would put money on him saying Luke.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
Another
one?
Go on.
The show, the hit HBO show that started in like the late 90s. It's about a group of women in New York. What's it called?
Desperate Housewives.
No.
Desperate
more
Scousewives.
Sex in the City.
Sex in the City?
Is it Sex and the City?
It's Sex and the City. Yeah, Sex in the City.
It's like home and bargains, isn't it? And obviously, this is not unlike
This
it.
is very regional.
This is a regional Mandela effect here.
Oh yeah,
A bit of Liverpool Mandela
because
effect.
it's not home and bargains. It's just home bargains.
Home bargains. Yeah.
I applied for home and bargains years ago. And,
Did you?
And on my application form, I put it'll be a great achievement to work for such a well-respected company such as Home and Bargains. And I didn't get the job, shockingly enough. I got the company name wrong.
I applied for the TV show The Apprentice once.
Okay.
And in the application, it said, "What is your?" Because I did actually want to get on the show, but I couldn't help but take the piss a bit. So in the application, it said, "What is your best business achievement?" And I said, "I sold Bobby Davro a second-hand suit once."
Which, to be fair, is very impressive.
I can imagine Claude ripping you apart for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I think Claude would have crumbled at that. He would have found that funny. And if I was on my deathbed, I would have flicked off the switch. Anyway, fellas, I have really enjoyed this. Thanks for coming along.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Next time, can we do it a little bit?
Yeah, let's do it late. Let's do it
Well,
on
afternoon.
normal time.
Yeah.
shall we?
Maybe not too late because I do get tired. but
Yeah, you do.
Get tired too early,
I
get
know.
tired too late.
Midday about 3 o'clock after my nap is normally good.
Oh.
There's a 2-hour sweet spot, that's fine. Producer Paul.
3 till 5 after my 1 o'clock nap.
Oh, 3 is just really inconvenient time. I think it's smack in the middle of the day.
I know, but I will
I'm
be
in
in work if we do 3 more.
Yeah.
I will be fresh.
Anyway, follow us on Instagram. It is at Dodging Death Podcast, and email us anything at all to hi@dodgingdeathpodcast.com. Thanks, fellas. I will see you next week.
Thank you.
See ya.
Follow us on Instagram at Dodging Death Podcast.